So today let's talk about Valentino. This is my third fragrance from the House of Valentino in the Anatomy of Dreams collection. You know, I have to admit when I'm wrong, and when this fragrance collection launched, I was probably one of the first ones out there to say this is gonna be crap. And there was a number of reasons why I thought that. First and foremost, it is a L'Oreal brand, so L'Oreal does have the licensing for Valentino to manufacture this fragrance collection, as well as Valentino Beauty and their mainstream fragrances. So I saw the packaging online, I was like, this is just gonna be a bunch of cheap crap.
Give me your fucking money!
So far, I have been impressed. This is my third one. I have Sogno and Rosso, which is the red one. I also have Notte di Oro, which is the golden one. And now we have Punk Romantic. So Punk Romantic is the purple one in this collection. I want to quickly go through packaging first and foremost. I am a big advocate for packaging. It does carry a lot of weight for me because we're not just buying the art form of the juice inside, we're also buying the creativity, the packaging, and you know, a lot of these designer brands also kind of give nods back to the fashion labels with their packaging. This is what the box looks like. And this is the biggest gripe I have with the collection itself. It's crap. It's cheap. It's not good. It is a very light unicarton, which for a private label, it's a little disappointing. I know Valentino and I know L'Oreal have the budget to give us a hefty box. I'm sure a lot of people out there are not like me. They're not going to keep their boxes forever. It opens up like this through the side. It does say Unseal the Dream, and then it has the little Valentino logo. On the side, it's not very noticeable, but it's perforated, kind of punched through the paper unicarton itself. It says Anatomy of Dreams, which is the name of the collection. And on the side, it does let you know everything about the fragrance bottle, the label, how it's made out of fabric, the cap, how it's made out of glass. Maybe you can see that. Like, why? Then we get to the star of the show here, and this is what the bottle looks like. I think I did mention in both of my videos that I had purchased Sogno del Rosso or Sogno and Rosso, the red one, twice. The first one I got it and it was a fake bottle, so I had to go online and repurchase it, and luckily I was able to find a real one at a discounted price. So this fragrance was launched in 2024, and the perfumer for this is Fanny Ball, I think that's how you say it, which is a perfumer with the IFF. It does say that the accords for this are going to be sweet, spicy, powdery, woody, and resinous. Now the notes that are actually credited are going to be black pepper, olive wood, juniper berry, bourbon vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. Be powdery, and like it said, it's going to be resiny as well. You get beautiful black pepper elements in this fragrance that also mix with that juniper berry. And I have to say, juniper berry in this fragrance is really the star of the show here. You also get that bourbon vanilla in here, but in this fragrance itself, the vanilla is a little tart. You also get the sandalwood in this fragrance, which is going to be just delightful, expensive, and premium. But it's not going to be your traditional high-end, high-class sandalwood. It's a little bit more raw, a little bit more mysterious, a little bit untamed, if you will. Once the fragrance starts to dry down, you get a more soft, sweet, powdery element, but you also get that tart rawness there that is just slightly there. It's just adding contrast. It's not really taking anything away from the fragrance itself. It's just adding something so that there is a contrast to this fragrance. Would I say that this fragrance is the most unique one out there? Compared to the other two, no. I actually think that this fragrance is not bad per se. I don't think it's the best in itself either though. The fragrance, like I said, is very juniper berry based with that olive wood. The olive wood in here is a very unique smelling note. I don't think I've ever seen olive wood in a fragrance before until this fragrance itself. The black pepper in here is kind of like the black pepper that you get in Rouge Velours by Yves Saint Laurent, which is kind of rock and roll, very sexy, sultry. It's not cheap or inauthentic. It's premium, luxurious for a black pepper note itself. The vanilla in here in a way does kind of give you that liqueur type of vibe itself. And the musk in this fragrance is a little sharp. I do think that in contrast to the other fragrances in this collection, it does add an element of neutrality. So you're going to get a fragrance here that is powdery, like I said, resiny, a little spicy, a little dash of floral, a little dash of sweet, but it's also going to be fairly neutral. It's not going to be a standout fragrance. It's not going to be an overly quiet fragrance. It's kind of just in the middle, which is why I was a little confused by the color. I was expecting something a little bit more rock and roll, a little bit more sexy, that Pier Paolo type of Valentino look and a smell. When I first got this fragrance, I actually did not look at the note breakdown, and I thought to myself, oh, this is an iris fragrance, which makes sense with the color in itself. But iris is not credited in here. It's not even talked about in this fragrance. It's maybe not so much iris that is in this fragrance, but it smells like orris butter or orris root, which is the root of the iris plant itself. It's done very well, but I do think that if you're going to go for an orris fragrance, there are other better brands out there. For example, Celine makes some amazing orris fragrances that are modern, clean, sophisticated, and still have that like youthful rock and roll, Parisian chic type of vibe. This one has that, but I just don't see, there's just not that je ne sais quoi, if you will. And I think maybe because of that, that's why I labeled it as a neutrality point as a fragrance itself. I don't know, what do you think about this fragrance? Have you tried it? Have you not tried it? Comment down below your thoughts about this fragrance. Comment your thoughts down below on what else you would like to see on this channel. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more fragrance related content. Until next time, take care. Bye.